And I divide 5 subtitles. The first, I just want to say the definition of the word Buddhism itself. Second, the core of the Buddha's teaching. The third, the study of Maggasacca. Then, fourth, the goal of the Buddha's teaching. Here, the Maggasacca, a third subtitle. After this, we will do sitting meditation for 20 minutes. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Yes. If anyone who is going against the sitting meditation? No one? First, I just want to remind you, think me now in this country as a Singaporean. Okay. This other slideshow? Which one? You can do it. Oh yes, okay. This one. Okay, I see here. Is it the page? I think I can find it. This one? Okay. Okay. Well, first I just want to remind you, think me as a Singaporean, don't think me as a Burmese. When you think I'm Burmese, you will feel separated. I am really now in this country, Singaporean, that just bring benefits to you, the Dharma to you, so I just want to share with you. And here, the third subtitle, the study of Maggasacca, then we will do 20 minutes meditation. Then the goal of the Buddha's teaching. And therefore, I will explain how to do walking meditation. At the first 20 minutes sitting, after 20 minutes sitting meditation, we will have a Q&A section. It is not clear on the technique that I'm trying to say, or if you practice, when you practice, if it's something not clear, then you can ask. Then we will learn in the fourth, we will learn walking meditation. Then we will go down for walking meditation, a practical approach to the Eightfold Noble Path. 20 minutes walking meditation down in Shrine Hall. Then we will come up again. Then I will show you the secular benefits of the meditation nowadays discovered by many scientific research. I think you probably already have known it. This is what I'm going to do now already. So shall we start now with the Namo Tassa together? Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Say, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tudiyambi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tudiyambi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Actually, I came back from 3 months ago, I came back from Cambodia, teaching the same meditation technique in a 7-day retreat in Phnom Penh, and 4 days retreat in other cities, including Siem Reap or Angkor Wat. And Cambodia is actually, when you compare Singapore to Cambodia, Singaporeans are more advanced than Cambodia, I'm sure. Do you agree with me? And Cambodia will beat me when they hear this. I have many students in Cambodia who study the Pali in my monastery, Mahagandayong, Mandalay. If any one of you come to Burma, you can come to visit Mahagandayong. This is my monastery. But actually, I spent in the forest 17 years ago. Since 17 years ago, I've been spent in the forest for 8 months a year, from March to November, always in the forest. If I don't go any other country, it's trouble for the teaching Dharma. I'm always in the forest from March to November, and then November to March, I'm always in Mandalay. This is the way that I do. This is the way, and some people confuse where I am, in Mandalay or in the forest. In the forest, 8 months a year, and then 4 months in Mahagandayong. Then I teach them. So here I just want to tell you what Buddhism exactly means. That I just want to tell you, please be serious. When you see, I just want to show you here. Can you see this? Here in the head, see? Can you say it? Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, and Jewish. Oh, no, Jewish and Hindu. Can you say it? Buddhist? Please, all together. We have to be active, not passive. Read it. Buddhist, Christian, Indian, Jewish, and Hindu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Because you say, this is what I feel, my sadhu. When you feel you are sadhu, when I feel my sadhu. This is what I feel. Because when you say that yesterday in Dhamma Wisdom Center, I tried to tell them what Sangha means. And I just let them read and let them recite the excellent qualities of the Sangha. There are 9. That they all read it very well. I like very much. And I feel immediately sadhu, sadhu. Even they don't say, I say sadhu, sadhu. Because that's what I feel. So here in the head, Buddhists, this is, you learn a lot. Here, Bachakapala told me, you learn a lot. And he teaches a lot too. So you have already that kind of a knowledge. The Buddhist is just the name, right? Just the name. The actuality of the human being or the living world is Nama Rupa, right? When you say Nama Rupa, we try to open up our mind to universalize entire world, including everyone. Do you think the Christian has no mind and body? What is your opinion? Do you think that Christian has no mind and body? Yes or no? And Buddhist has no mind and body? Yes. They have mind and body. Christian has mind and body. Muslim has mind and body. Hindu has name and form. Nama, Rupa, according to the Buddha's teaching, right? So it's on that Nama Rupa. Where does that name comes from? I don't know. You have any idea? Where does that name come from? To put on that Nama Rupa? No idea. But Nama Rupa itself is enough, right? We are Buddhist or Nama Rupa? Other like Christian is Buddhist or Nama Rupa? Nama Rupa. Mind and matter, mind and matter, mind and matter. Even animal. Do you think animal has any belief or any religion? An animal? I ask this very, very often, even when I'm in the West. Animal believes in nothing. But they have no religion. But animal go like, they have very good way of life, normally. They have not like a jealousy, or they have not like a strong anger. I say very often, animal has no constitution, no prison. They go in the nature. But human beings, we have too many beliefs. And then they fight each other for that kind of beliefs. Not for reality, right? If you listen to nowadays, you're very well educated. I really see that some Koreans are really well educated. I know. So look, the reality, people are fighting nowadays in the world, not for reality, not for finding reality, but what they are fighting for. For that, names, labels, right? This is everybody can understand. This is the reason here when you are thinking yourself Buddhist, the Buddhist is formed by the thought. The Buddha said this is just the name. How do you say? The Buddha said, Panyatein tapatwa. Vividehi agadehi passaditi vipassana. This is Pali. Means you have to see things as they are by taking off all the names and labels to find the truth. Right? As long as we are attached to that name, can we find the truth? No. So when we take off the name of Buddhist, when they take off the name of Christian or Muslim or Hindu or Jewish, are we equal, the same, or different? The same. Why those kind of names are disturbing the entire human world, the humanity? Do you have any idea? I think because of those religions. Buddhism is one of that. But the Buddha didn't, believe me, the Buddha has never established any religion. What the Buddha taught is Dharma. Right? Feel with me as a brother, and I feel with you as my sister, brothers, then we can be friendly. Otherwise, we are separated. So those names are not established by the Buddha. The Buddha taught Dharma. That Dharma is taught by the Buddha. And I said very often, nowadays we have no Buddha. But do we learn the Dharma? Can we learn the Dharma without Buddha? Yes. From one. From what? From whom? From the Sangha. Then what is the Sangha that I often define? The Sangha means those who keep the Dharma alive in themselves by practice. You get it? Can you say it? Sangha means those who keep that Dharma alive into themselves by practice. Can you repeat it? Sangha means those who keep the Dharma alive into them by practice. Again, I just want, because before I go back to my country, I just want to leave you true message, to get it in your heart, and to get it like so you should have like a ruler to measure whether it is right or wrong or correct or not. So please, again, Sangha means by practice. Yeah? Then you have to see the excellent qualities of the Sangha. Sopatipano, what is this? Good to practice. And Uttopatipano, straight to practice. Practice means what? To Nibbana, Nirodha Satcha. To achieve Nirodha Satcha, you have to practice the Eightfold Noble Path, right? Right? So then you can see that Supatipano is to practice Noble Eightfold Path. Uttopatipano is to practice Noble Eightfold Path. This is the reason I said Sangha means those who keep the Dharma alive in themselves by practice. Otherwise, well, how can we learn the Dharma? Those who practice the Dharma, those who keep that Dharma alive in themselves can transfer to you truly, right? Otherwise, how can we transfer the Dharma to you? So this is the reason we do it, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. It means, Sangha means then who keep that Dharma alive in themselves by practice, right? So this is the reason I said often, we have to do the Dhamman Saranam Gacchami. It means when we take refuge in the Dharma, the excellent qualities, 6 excellent qualities of Dharma, you know this. Swakado, Bhagavata Dhammo, Sandetiko, Akaliko. You get it? 6 qualities, please. Dhamma quality, 6 excellent Dhamma quality. Swakato, Bhagavata Dhammo, Sandetiko, Akaliko. Can you say it? Please, say together. Swakato, Bhagavata Dhammo, Sandetiko, Akaliko, Ehipatiko, Obaneiko, Pachatam Vedita Bhuvenyuhiti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I will explain you when I explain about Magga Satcha together. Then you see that Sangha means Supatipano, good to practice, Uttopatipano, straight to practice. That is the practice. What is the practice is Magga Satcha. This is the reason, Sangha means who keeps that Dhamma alive in themselves. Wherever they are, from West or East or from Singapore or from any country. Sangha should do this. If the Sangha doesn't do this, what will happen, you know? The Dhamma will get lost. Because Sangha is the most responsible community of the Buddha's for the Buddha's teaching. That if we are learning this, if we keep learning this, okay. Good. Okay. You would change the slide. Okay, thank you. Please again, come back. Okay. So you know that Sangha, the excellent quality of Sangha, I will reconnect to when I explained about Magga Sajja. Here in the picture, this picture is drawn by myself. It was 18 years ago, let's say, when I'm in the forest, I sit down. Did like this in meditation. There's so many things happening in myself. Then I just draw these pictures. And why I'm a Buddhist, I ask myself. My background, I studied mathematics before I became a monk. I have no intention to become a monk, actually. But what makes me become a monk? Really, this is my background. I studied mathematics. That trains my mind. Do you know, everybody is well educated. So when you learn mathematics, just you are reading the problem or finding the solution. Tell me. But you read it, but not just reading, enjoying reading, right? But for finding solution. Then you get a critical understanding. When you read the problems, you're just trying to find solution. That makes you critical. The Buddha is like this, not just reciting, but try to find the solution. If we don't find solution, we will never get a critical understanding, right? So this is the reason. My background, I have never intended to become a monk. And that meditation changed. Why that meditation I did? Because I lost my mother when I was 8 years old boy, and I suffer a lot for being attached to my mother, it's like late mother. I couldn't imagine that. I didn't think that she passed away. This is my problem. A long time it disturbs me. I finished my university when I was 22. At 21 years old, I was in meditation center. And off and on, until 23, 24, up to 24, I was off and on meditation center. I practiced in meditation. The first time, I just want to tell you how this meditation is practically helpful to our day-to-day life. Do you think that I lost my mother? Do you think I was alone who lost my mother? Everyone, everywhere, all over the world. Everybody. The same thing. This is the reason I said often, we are in the same boat, right? So I am in the same boat too, but we have to just paddle together to reach free from that Nirodha Satcha, according to the Buddha's teaching. To free from that kind of attachment that makes us suffer. Attachment is, already Samudaya Satcha. Samudaya Satcha makes us dukkha, right? To stop that Samudaya Satcha, the Magga Satcha. Now I'm telling you, my practical approach. When I do the first time when I was 21 years old boy, I did 15 days meditation retreat in Mahasi, of course. That 15-day meditation, I did deeply. At the technique, my mind is always critical. When I listen to the technique is no deep philosophy. Because it says you please pay attention to when you're stretching, when you're bending, when you're standing, eating, chewing, everything. So is there anything nothing to argue in that technique? And I accept it. Then I try to do it seriously. The first time I did it, and whatever I pay attention to, I'm fully aware, fully mindful of whatever arises, because I have the problems of my attachment with my late mother. When I do this seriously, I have a full awareness there, full mindfulness there, and that protects. I see that attachment tries to enter my mind. You will see when you do this in sitting meditation, that attachment very often a number of times tries to enter my mind. But I see this is not me. You understand? Everybody is the same. I see this is not me. This is what, when I was 21 years old, I have no knowledge of Pali. You are just lucky because you learn a lot. I have no understanding of Pali. I have no understanding of anatta. When I say it is not me, it's anatta. Then I started finding this is the Buddha's teaching by practice. It's not me. When you see not me, it goes away. It comes back again. When you see not me, it goes away. It goes away means anicca, right? You get it? So this teaching is not away from us, in us. What do we need to do? What do we have to do for finding this anicca, dukkha, anatta? Vipassana practice, middle way, the Eightfold Noble Path, right? I started seeing this the first time. It makes me stuck in the teaching, and make me get stuck in the teaching. How this Buddha's teachings in touch in the life. That's 21 years old boy who suffered for that attachment. I can understand the attachment. Then I write a poem. I understand the difference between the love and attachment. Love is like an angel, attachment is like a devil. You get it? So this is our friend. The attachment is you are a friend or you are a stranger. How do you feel the attachment is your friend or not? This is our friend, but we have to wisely stop. Don't come. First you try to make a friendship, someone else to make a friendship. When you realize he is a devil, he is evil, can you accept it or reject it? Reject. The first to understand what it is. I know that just disturb me. That I understand the difference between the love and attachment. Then I write a simple poem. Love is like an angel and attachment is like a devil. And love is like a water, attachment is like a fire. You agree with me? Very simple. Everybody can understand. Many Western people enjoy this because it's very clear now. Otherwise, we are confused between love and attachment. What is love? What is attachment? Do you think love makes you suffer? No, love doesn't make us suffer. I came here, I love all of you. That brings benefits, right? Right? Yes. That brings benefit. If I don't love you, I will never come. I just want to transfer to you that I have practiced for 28 years long. That I want to give you really clear understanding of that meditation. What is in touch in daily life of you. In you, not in the book. You understand? So I write this, I like this very much myself. It comes from my own understanding that love is like an angel, attachment is like a devil. And love is like a water, attachment is like fire. And love keeps us warm, attachment makes us burnt. Are you okay? Do you agree with me? Love makes us warm. Now what do you feel with me? This is, and I feel warm with you too. How practical it is. If you are attached to me, if I'm attached to you, then we will start burning. When we are burning, what happened? We feel all negative feeling. What happened in each family, you know, when you are just attached to your baby, your children, you started sharing negative emotions into each other, right? Then I understood I should remain that love to my mother, not attachment. And I can cut it off, that attachment, by understanding. Just the day before yesterday, I met a Burmese guy in my Burmese family who offered my one meal to me, and he said, how can we stop that attachment? It's not possible. He argued with me. How can we stop that attachment? It's not possible. Do you feel like this? Is it possible or not possible to stop that attachment? Please open. Openly, I just come to you just to share and give that message how to do it. Is it possible to stop it or not? Possible. But if we have to honestly answer, not possible. Really, not possible. But because we don't want to be wrong, we try to adjust our thought with the Buddha's teaching. Whether when I'm answered that if not possible, I'll go against the Buddha's teaching or not, then you say possible. Honestly, it's not possible because too deep. But by understanding, by development of understanding, it's possible. Right? I told him the day before yesterday, attachment is our disease. The patient needs to take first the medicine. right? His disease, her disease cannot go away by itself. And he has to take the pills, he has to follow the instructions. When his medicine's okay, cure, all the disease is gone away, right? So I said the middle way is the medicine to cure our problems. That inside, particularly the defilements, kilesa. You know this? You know this already because you study a lot. Do you know kilesa? So attachment is one of them. Normally people will answer honestly, it's not possible. But I can tell you, no, it's possible. Not just, blindly, but development of understanding. When you completely understand that attachment is devil, then you just want to let it go. When you start let go, then you feel okay. But not by faith. Faith cannot stop the detachment or cannot remove it, but understanding, wisdom. That wisdom should begin with vipassana practice, right? This is how this meditation is in touch with all of us. Then if we put on ourselves as a religious name, we will never understand. Then we feel uncomfortable. When you have a different friends and a different faith. When I was in school and university, we have a different faith and different friends. We are okay when we are eating, sleeping, going to the toilet, everything's okay. But when we go to our each temple, then we are separated from each other. And I feel uncomfortable whenever we go to our temple each. Don't we feel like this? When you have friends go into the church, or I go to the Burmese temple or Buddhist temple, I go to the Christian mosque, Muslim mosque, we feel uncomfortable when we leave each other. Why we are doing like this? What makes us different? Actually, the names. When I started understanding that the Buddha teaches us that vipassana, for example, panyate tapetwa vividehi akarehi pasati iti vipassana. You get it? Panyate tapetwa. Can you repeat it? Repeat after me. This is very good for you. It's the meaning, definition of vipassana meditation. Panyate tapetwa. Vividehi agarehi pasati vipassana. It means to practice this vipassana, you have to take all the names and labels. To see things as they are. Mean to see physical and mental phenomena as they are. Without mixing with any names and labels. Without taking any names and labels. Why the Buddha said, when we put the names and labels on us, we feel different. Shall we be different or shall we be the same? What is your opinion? The same or different? The same, because we are human beings, right? For example, when I'm angry, when Islam or Muslim, Christian or Buddhist or Hindu, Jewish, angry, this anger is the same. There's no name on that anger, right? Do you think that Buddhist anger is not disturbing other people? Or Christian anger is not disturbing other people? Anger is the same. It disturbs everywhere when you get angry. Right? Right? Yes. Please. Otherwise I fall asleep. This is, I don't like the passive way, but should be active. Keep yourself active. This Dharma makes my mind active. I read one of the books, The Buddhism and Democracy. How this Dharma opens my mind up. It makes me really, really amazing. When I sit meditation 4 hours long in the forest, that doesn't make me fall asleep. But you need to practice longer. See, what I mean is here, when we are forming I am Buddhist, do you form by thought or by heart? By thought, right? When you are forming that I am a Christian, do you think that by thought or by heart? So everything, all the names here in the head, we form by the thought. This is the reason here when you form that, look, in this picture is really wonderful pictures. When we form this above on the head, can you read it? Avijja and Tanna. Samudaya Sacha. So when you form Buddhist, you are ruled by Samudaya Sacha. When you form a Christian, you are ruled by Samudaya Sacha. Everybody who are forming the names, they are ruled by Samudaya Sacha. But how to stop that? You have to come here. What is this? Magga Sacha. When you try to follow the Eightfold Noble Path, Magga Sacha, I will try to reconnect with this Vipassana meditation and the under title. I'm just trying to introduce you. The first, to be aware of why those kind of names come to us. Who gave us? Who put our names? I said very often, when we were young, as soon as we were born, do you have any idea you are a boy or a girl as soon as you were born? You have no idea. I have no idea. I said very often, if my mom calls me a girl, I'll probably go. Why not? This is the name, right? How could we be a possibly Buddhist or Christian or anything when we are born? Right? It's just I try to clarify your mind. Otherwise, we are turning around in those kind of religions. My religion is first, your religion is second, my religion is the best, your religion is the worst. That we're never finished, right? When you reach that understanding, do you think, for example, if you ask the Christian friend, you ask, when you are born, you are a girl or boy? What do we say? You can see. How do we say? How do they say? No? Are you Christian or Buddhist when you are born? No? Why those kind of name comes to us when we are older? Because I read in my book, one of my book, because the society puts all the names on us. And when I'm a little bit older, my mom says, please, boy, come. Then I started feeling I'm a boy. If she calls me a girl, then I probably feel a girl. You get it? Yes. Why we are so much far away from that kind of the truth? Because the society. This is why the Buddha came to the world to share that truth Dharma again to the humanity. When you see that Dharma, everybody's the same. If you have that friend, ask, when you were born, who you are? You are a girl or boy? I don't know. And as I have no idea, I was too far away from that kind of religion. As soon as I was born. You may be the same, right? You are already Buddhist when you are born? Right or wrong? Yes or no? No. Nobody. If you ask the Christian, the same. Are you a Christian when you are born? They will say no. We are just what? Nama Rupa. Right? Who we are, actually. Nama Rupa. Clear? This is why. So those kind of names are formed in the head. That the Buddha said, take off. Take off those names to find the truth. To see them as they are. You understand? You are alive or I don't know. Yes or not? Yes. Please. I just want to hear, otherwise I could I'll fall asleep. So this is the first part I just want to say. Then I wanted, now you know Buddhists, we just form by the thought. Do you think that Buddhists exist really or we just form by the thought? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. My sadhu. It's not your sadhu. Because I feel. So then you see, I will try to explain again what Buddhism is. The definition of the word Buddhism. Buddhism, scholarly explained, Bud and ism, two words together. The Buddhism can be divided into two words. This is very important for you. This you will never find in any book. One of the Austrian men who followed me for 16 years long, he passed away with the cancer. He said, I have never found that explanation just with you. I have never read it in any book. Yeah, of course you cannot read it because this is from my heart. So Buddhism can be divided into two words. Bud and ism. Can you say it? Buddhism can be divided into two words, Bud and ism. Can you repeat all this, the full sentence? Buddhism can be divided into two words, Bud and ism. So Bud means wisdom, Isn't, if you define the dictionary, isn't means doctrine or system. So when two words together, Buddhism, meaning system of wisdom or doctrine of wisdom. How beautiful it is, right? See? So I would say full sentence Buddhism can be divided into, because this, you have to get it, then you have to transfer to your children again. Otherwise they confuse what Buddhism is. When they are confused, I feel irresponsible because I'm in Sangha. Sangha needs to teach them, train them to understand. Otherwise I'm responsible. If they are confused, if one of you are confused at Buddhism, I'm responsible. I'm not Sangha. Right? So this is the reason I'm serious. Buddhism can be divided into two words, Buddhism. Bud means wisdom, ism means system or doctrine. When Bud is combined to ism, Buddhism meaning system of wisdom or doctrine of wisdom. Can you be all? Well, one after another, I will first go, you should repeat after me. Buddhism can be divided into two words, Bud and ism. A little bit louder. Bud means wisdom, ism means system or doctrine. So when two words together, when two words join together, Buddhism becomes Buddhism, Buddhism becomes Buddhism, meaning system of wisdom or system of doctrine. Please, when two words join together, Buddhism become Buddhism, meaning system of wisdom or doctrine of wisdom. How beautiful it is. This meaning itself is great, right? There's nothing to do with the religion. When you see this meaning, right? Because there's nothing to believe, nothing to do any prayer, to any God. But the meaning itself is complete. This is the first. I would just, because we have the time limited. Now the first title. You clear? Yes. Can you say it again? Yes. Please. Buddhism, when two words join together, Buddhism becomes Buddhism, meaning system of wisdom or doctrine of wisdom. Sadhu. 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 My sadhu. You do it? You get it? Please transfer to your children. Otherwise they're confused. You understand? You should transfer to your children at home when you are sitting to go, what is Buddhism? Can you tell me? Then if she is not, please try to transfer this to him. Also you should ask too. My son or my nephew or my niece, when you were born, who you are a girl or boy? Do you know how they will say? No? No, we don't know when we were born. Right? Right? If you can go around Singapore, the whole country, ask everyone. Even Prime Minister ask, he will say, no, I don't know. Really, we don't really know, right? Why those kind of names put on us later? It makes us confused. The older we are, the more confused we have to face all the troubles in the life. The younger we are, the clearer. Is it right? Yes. We just go through this life. This is the reason I really wanted to meet the children, because I always remember my 21 years old age, I did that meditation when I was young. It really instructs me. It really gives a special knowledge that I have never learned in my mathematics. I said very often this, finally, my mind itself is the biggest university of all over the world, in which there are a lot of lessons that we have never learned, that come up by meditation. Do you agree with me? This is, university teaches a book. We get it, just knowledge from the book, but we don't know how to deal with when we have a problem. I will tell you one true story. When I was in Cambodia, my Dayaka, do you know Dayaka? Dayaka. is the man who donated to the monk called Dayaga. The woman is Dayika. You don't know this? Okay. This guy, this man, 80 years old, he's the education minister for 12 years with the Hun Sen government. But finally he quit because of his age, and he tried to establish a university. And he told me, he finished his doctorate degree in the United States. Look, he is 84 years old. In his time, how education is. He finished doctorate degree in the United States. He speaks very good English, excellent. All of his children can speak too. The youngest is my age, because he's 84. He was aligned in a business section to work together to establish a company. He was aligned by another, he was cheated by another one. He said, my business doesn't teach me how to protect that cheating. He said that. You understand? Business doesn't teach how to protect that cheating people. He says, I don't know, my doctorate degree doesn't work to protect those to prevent those kind of cheating people. Do you think your degree can protect this, prevent from this? No. Then how can we deal with it? This is the reason we have a number of problems in the life that we have never learned in school lessons, in university lessons. Then we have to just learn it. Dharma. That Dharma makes us to fight a Kalyana Metta. You know Kalyana Metta? A friend in Dharma. Okay. Meditation? Okay, wait a minute. Do you get it? So the first, okay, I will leave it the first. And second, the core of the Buddha's teaching. The core of the Buddha's teaching, you know already the Four Noble Truths? You know the Four Noble Truths? Can you say it first? Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha Satcha, and Magga Satcha. Why don't you say this all? Please, Dukkha, Dukkha Satcha, Samudaya Satcha, Nirodha Satcha, and Magga Satcha. Okay, this is the core of the Buddha's teaching. And here also, we have, even in the Buddha's teaching, there are a number of schools again. And if, for example, if someone comes to you, say his or her names of the school in Buddhism, how do you feel? How will you feel? You will cooperate together or reject, or I don't know. I often deal with these situations. When someone comes to introduce me from his Tibetan or Mahayana or something like that, I ask them, you have a Four Noble Truths? They say, yes, that's okay. That's okay. Why do we need to argue with the names, for the names? The Four Noble Truths is okay. It's the Buddha's teaching, right? It's because the Buddha rejects those names and labels. The truth is the Four Noble Truths that discovered by the Buddha's enlightenment. So the core of the Buddha's teaching is the Four Noble Truths. Now here the third, the study of Magga Satcha. Magga Satcha can be divided into Vipassana Magga Satcha, right? So Vipassana Magga Satcha and Ariya Magga Satcha is a two-part. You see, here, when you are sitting in, here I put the meditative mind here. Because at the moment when you are meditating, now I'm going to connect the sitting meditation. When you are meditating, when you are paying attention to the breath is left or right or in the middle. Please, please. The breath is right or left or in the middle. So this is the reason I put here. I put here in the middle because the Buddha said middle way. So when you see the Magga Satcha, Vipassana Magga Satcha and Ariya Magga Satcha, Vipassana Magga Satcha must observe, has to discover anicca, dukkha, anatta. You get it? This is Vipassana Magga Satcha. The Ariya Magga Satcha can discover the end of anicca, dukkha. Cessation of anicca, dukkha. You reach that part. First we have to go with the Vipassana meditation then. Now I say, when you have to do the Vipassana meditation, Vipassana Magga Satcha, the technique that I'm teaching is mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation. The first you have to be mindful of your breathing as it is. Mindfulness as it is. It is long, pay attention, be mindful of that long. And if it is short, mindful of short as it is. You shouldn't control this. See as it is. This is the first. This is not vipassana yet. It's samatha meditation when you pay attention to the breathing. Pay attention to the breathing, or be mindful of the breathing. It is called samatha. At that moment, I need to explain you, when you are mindful of the breathing, you have lobha, dosa, moha. Can you see it there? When you are mindful of the breathing. When you're really mindful of the breathing, you see your mindfulness and breathing. There's no lobha, no dosa, no moha when you are doing this intensively. So this is the way, this part remove that. Lobha is samudaya satya. It can remove the samudaya satya. Otherwise, we are ruled, or Buddhist or Christian or Muslim, all religions are ruled by samudaya satya. But when the Buddha came to the world, you shouldn't be ruled by samudaya satya. How to do it? Not to be ruled by samudaya satya. You have to practice the Eightfold Noble Path. Now, when you're paying attention to the breath, mindful of that breath, this is called mindfulness. And when you feel, by paying attention to, by being aware of the breath, when you feel sensation here, do you see it? Can you read it? Sometimes you feel on the shoulder, itchy. Then you have to just move there, just be mindful of this. Then you have to come back again. When you move here, as soon as you see, this is samadhi. But you have to send that attention to that itchy repeatedly as long as it's rising. You have to pay attention, fully mindful of that itchy sensation as soon as until it disappeared. So here the samadhi, samasankappa. When you are doing this, you see when you are fully aware or mindful of that breathing, you are speaking right or wrong, or you are speaking good or bad. You don't speak good or you don't speak bad when you're doing this, right? So, you don't speak good, you don't speak bad, but you are right here in the middle. This is called Samma Vacha, Samma Sankappa, Samma Kamanta, here. Then Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. These six are called Samatha Maganga. They are just in the level of samatha. But as soon as you feel, it's the feeling, sensation on some part of your body. Then you can see it, you can observe it. Then two samadhi, samasankappa together, they work. When they are working, seriously, attentively, intensively, you have no lobha, no dosa, no moha. The samudaya satya is removed, right? If you do 1 minute, they are gone away, 1 minute away from you. If you do 1 hour, they're gone away 1 hour from you. So if you do the whole life, they go away. So this is the reason we have to follow that Magga Satya to remove all of them. When you do this, as I said, the attachment or something comes to enter your mind, but you have that mindfulness. Mindfulness protects you. Attention protects you. To prevent this not to come into your then you will see it is not you. When something comes to, it is not you, not you, not you, it means anatta. When it goes away, goes back, it's anicca. If you don't do this, you will be uncomfortable. That's dukkha. So these three things can be realized by practice of Vipassana Magga Satya. So shall we do together? Because the time is too much limited. For 20 minutes. I'm sorry. The time is too much.
For those latecomer, please keep your phone silent mode, because we're going to do meditation now.
I think we have maybe probably 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes sitting meditation together. I will see. When I say relax, that's over. Okay? So when I say relax, that meditation sitting section is over. Then we will move to question and answer. Then we will go to explain a little bit walking meditation. Then we will do walking meditation for maybe 15 minutes. Now sitting 15 minutes together. To do the sitting meditation, the first important is you have to keep your lower part of the body, it's Panlinga Apojitwa, sit cross-legged, keep it as flat as possible. And Ujjongkaya and Panidaya, to keep it straight. Then switch on your attention or mindfulness to be fully mindful of the breathing. As when it comes in, when it goes out, when it comes in, when it goes out. This is the primary level of meditation. Of course, we have to go deeper in the retreat for 7 days or 10 days. When you do this breathing, mindful of breathing, you have to just be mindful of the natural breath. Why I said that some technique makes you really heavy breath and deep breath. It is not the teaching of the Buddha. The Buddha teaches to realize, to be mindful of the natural breath as it comes in, as it goes out. When it is long, be mindful of it as it is long. When it is short, be mindful of it because Digam va digam asasami di pasati sekati rasam va rasam pasasami di sekati. The Buddha said, Digam means long. When it is long, pay attention as it is long. When it is short, be mindful of it. It is short. This is what the Buddha teaches in Mahastipatthana Sutta. Mindfulness Mahastipatthana Sutta. If you've never done this meditation, just to be mindful of from the beginning to the end, to see as it is. If you have ever practiced this one? By paying attention to the point, nostril, some people is doing. You can do it. There's nothing wrong. For the beginner, that you have never learned, never done this, pay attention from the beginning to the end to see as it is. If you are someone who is used to doing this, you will see the airs coming and going out, coming in as a ceaseless motion through the nose. Yeah, in the talk we have not enough space, so just we do it in city, like in the West. The most important part is here to keep your back straight. At the moment when you're doing this, you are living at the moment. You will feel peaceful and calm in yourself when you're really doing it. At the same time, this mindfulness cleans stress, depression, anxiety. I know for the beginner it will be not easy to be fully mindful of the breathing in and out. We need a time to, actually it is good in the retreat. And in the retreat, every day becomes developed. Okay, relax. Now we are moving to the Q&A section for the sitting meditation. If you are not clear in the talk right now, or maybe your experience, if you have a question, anyone? You have an extra microphone? Okay. Okay. Can you stand up?
Yeah, thank you, Bante. Good evening to you and all. Okay, Bante, I have a question to ask about this practice of mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. You mentioned about desire and attachment just now.
Yeah.
Desire is good, attachment is no good.
Yeah.
So
No,
my
it's
question now is
love and attachment.
love. Okay,
Yeah.
love and attachment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So love to meditate,
Mm-hmm.
attachment
Yeah.
to meditation.
Yeah.
So my question is, can a person be attached to vipassana meditation, and is that good or bad? That's my question.
At the beginning, may be good because when you are sotapanna, it's okay. But when you are at the level of puthujjana, you can be attached to it. This is good.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much.
To be attached to vipassana is really
Okay,
completely good.
So to be attached is good,
Yes, it.
but it come to a point where you will not be attached, as you
Mhm.
say,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
reach the stage of
Yeah,
sotapanna
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sayadaw, I have a question on
Okay.
the Mahasatipatthana Sutta.
Okay.
In the Kayanupassana part, in the first few steps, it uses Pajanati, or maybe I knows I'm breathing in long and so on. But the later steps, it makes use of Sikati.
Sekiti.
So
Yeah.
is there any difference? Is
Yeah,
there some reason why?
there is a
the-
difference.
Okay.
Pajanati is almost the sense of vipassana. Sekiti means it is like a samatha. Pajanati is vipassana. Any question?
Yes, one more. Bhante.
Okay.
You mentioned about. Okay, I'm thinking of the second question to
Okay.
ask you.
Okay.
You say sotapanna, you will not be attached.
Yeah.
Why? Can you explain, please?
Sotapanna is even attached, not too deep. Attachment is anyway, it is samudaya satya. Right?
Okay. When a person reaches the stage of sotapanna, naturally there's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
So the wisdom
Yeah.
itself will not make it attached to the practice. Are you saying that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any question? Please. Otherwise, we have to move to the walking meditation.
Hi. So, based my own experience is that whenever I meditate, I tend to be overwhelmed by fear.
Mhm.
So my mind will suddenly go in a mode whereby I'll be like, I'm scared.
Okay.
So,
Okay, when you feel, I feel the same when I was in the forest the first time. At that time, you have to just pay attention, simply breathing. Let go the fear. You have to let go fear. Don't observe that fear, but let go. Otherwise, it comes back again, like my attachment, for example. When I'm doing this, attachment try to come to my mind, but I always let it go.
should I acknowledge that I'm actually fearful?
If you can do it, why not?
Then after that, I just try to breathe and let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the way.
Thank you.
If we have no question, then... Okay.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. You talked about, sister mentioned about fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this fear is an interesting phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I experienced that, when I was practicing,
Mm-hmm.
there's a stage of fear whereby I have the fear of moving forward.
Mm-hmm. In
The fear of
meditation.
moving forward, meaning to
Yeah.
say I fear the unknown, so to speak, because it's the unknown stage, unknown area, so I fear to go in. And after a while, it's no longer a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the part that fear that kept, that hold us back, because we are not certain whether we should move ahead or we should stay there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
very often I
Yeah.
stood there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a point whereby we have to break that fear, right? Do we allow that fear to come and be overcome naturally, or we have to force it?
We don't need to force it. But you see that when you have really intensive mindfulness here, you realize that comes, but it cannot enter your mind. You have to just let go.
Uh-huh.
This is the way.
Okay, you can't force
Yeah,
it. You can't force it.
when you are trying to let fear come, it means you have no protection of mindfulness here.
Okay.
So when you have that mindfulness, this is the reason I said mindfulness-based vipassana. When you are strongly mindful of the breathing or attention and whatever, it comes, you see. It goes away. Comes, goes away. It's vipassana. Right? So this is the reason. It should go together.
And the fear, it could be partly due to the lack of confidence in the
Yeah,
practice.
of course.
Right?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening. Can I ask you, a practitioner, when does he or she knows when he reached the stage of Sotapanna?
Mm-hmm.
Does the practitioner himself knows about it?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He ultimately will know about it.
Yes, yes.
Without
yes,
the teacher
yes,
telling him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the Mahasi tradition,
Mm-hmm.
do we go into jhana?
Yes.
If we do, will we be confused with Sotapanna and jhana?
Mm-hmm.
Will there be a
Jhana is samatha. Sotapanna is the one who completed vipassana.
yes, of course.
Yes.
But will the practitioner be confused
Mm-hmm.
that he is actually in fourth jhana,
Mm-hmm.
but he thinks that he has reached Sotapanna?
Mm-hmm.
Is that very close?
Mm-hmm.
Is
This is,
jhana, fourth jhana, very
Yeah, yeah.
close to Sotapanna?
of course, so fourth jhana is very close to the true Magga Sajja.
Yes,
Very close. But jhana is actually a part of concentration, the strong concentration.
correct,
That supports vipassana
correct.
to rise that wisdom, vipassana
Yes,
wisdom.
correct.
Right?
So practitioner will be confused, right?
Yeah.
And he thinks that he claims that he has reached Sotapanna.
Yeah.
So only the teacher will verify that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. If it's not, we need to work. Walking will be very practical.
Bhante, evening. Can I just ask a question? Would you advise a beginner who is practicing meditation, starting in meditation? Some advocate that we start off with vipassana, but some say you follow the samatha, which is easier.
Yeah, this is, I will tell you, the Buddha, I follow, not samatha alone. When you listen, keep listening to my talk and practice, you will be clear. This is the reason. This is good in retreat. Because the Buddha said, Yuga Nada. Yuga Nada means samatha, vipassana, yoke together.
Oh, okay.
First, when you are paying attention to the breathing, this is samatha. When you see fear, for example, it goes away, comes back, goes away. It means not to fear, not to see fear, but to see as it is. Right? As it is, it comes, it goes away. It comes, it goes away. There's no name at all. But we identify fear.
That means it's to be aware of it, there's a presence of it, but you just...
Yeah. You have to
that-
just see it, it goes away. See it, it goes away. This is the way.
Okay.
Then you have the here is samatha. Then when you see this goes away, it's vipassana.
Oh,
It yoked together. It's Anguttara Nikaya. The Buddha said, Yuga Nada.
Oh, that means it's actually both occurs concurrently together.
Yeah. This is really, really suitable for normal life.
Oh,
Samatha, you need a special place, so much completely quiet, tranquil. You need go to sit down for maybe the whole day. And this is what samatha is not possible for normal people.
yeah.
This should be, because I came from normal life. I like vipassana very much, samatha. But it goes together the way that I'm teaching. This is the way the mindfulness-based vipassana. You are trying to pay attention to this mindfulness. But you see them coming. But you see them, it comes, goes away, it comes, goes away. This is vipassana. Automatically, there's vipassana.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Bhante.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aha. Equanimity is also one of the quality of samatha. You just stay there. You don't get involved in anything. Yeah, it can go, of course. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. Equanimity is there. I think equanimity or jhana is they are mental state. They are mental state. Yeah, they are just one. It's very difficult to identify which one is which, right? They are together. It's very, very subtle movement, right? This is, yes.
Okay, let's have the last questions.
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Okay.
Okay, through the yoga,
Uh-huh.
or through the meditation, what we going to control? Our mind, yeah,
Not
our
clear
brain.
what the question is.
Through the meditation,
Okay.
what we going to control? Our mind, yeah, our brain.
What is the question? I'm not clear.
Through the meditation,
Okay.
what we going to control? Our mind, yeah, our brain. Which the system we going to control through the meditation?
Meditation? Meditation? Oh, yeah, I will tell you, it is, I said the mind is the bridge between the heart and the brain, okay? The mind is the bridge between the heart and the brain. It comes here when the mind's here, you are thinking too much. When the mind's here, feeling too much. But the Buddha said to the mind, you have to use Chaitanupassana to observe the mind.
So exact which is the location for the mind? Is the here or here?
I don't say this. The mind is the bridge between the heart and the brain. It goes to work here and comes to work here. You get it?
So there
Because
is
the
no,
Buddha's teachings is the middle. You cannot say, when I say the mind is in the brain, I have to fight scientists, or maybe Buddhistic. When I have to say in the heart, I have to fight scientists, that never be peaceful. It's conflict. But this is just between the mind and the heart. It works. This is the reason. These questions are really usual to me. Many Western people ask me, where's the mind? The Buddha is not interested in where's the mind. But the Buddha is teaching us how the mind works, to observe how the mind works. Do you get it?
okay,
Do you get it?
okay.
Yeah. Because there's a Chaitanupassana, Vedananupassana. When you are feeling, you have to observe by Vedananupassana. When you are thinking, you have to observe by Chaitanupassana. Because I cannot complete here in such short time. Huh? She is trying to take, because she has to think of other people too. Yeah. Okay? So any question? Otherwise we should go to move. Okay, okay. Can you stand up? Okay.
Sorry. Can I ask, the jhanas itself, the rupa jhana, the rupa jhana, arupa jhana, is related to the 52 Chittatika. The first rupa
I'll tell you.
arupa jhana will be the first initial application and all these things. Then arupa is the nothingness and then perception and all these things. So all this is related to the Chittatika that we have in ourselves.
I think
Is that
they
right?
all are related, of course.
So Sotapanna is more of the Lokuttara side, whereby the Magga and the Phala, right? The path that we have to go through before we reach the Sotapanna, right? I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, this is related, but this kind of time, I think it's too much to explain. So we have to just take time, okay? What you ask is okay, but we need more time to explain this, right? So another question, if it is not, we should move to the walking, because walking
Okay.
would be very practical for you.
MVDF member, please help to direct the audience to the shrine
Now,
hall.
so we have already 9, already almost 9.
The others, please move to the front.
Okay, we'll move to the shrine hall.
You can leave your bags here if you want.
We can go by the rear. Also, the front. Also
If you
the
want to
front
leave
is
your
also-
bags here, you can, all right? Just move quietly to the shrine hall.
But please move slowly. Please move
Please
slowly,
move
okay?
mindfully to the shrine hall. Okay, those from the front can move from this side, from the back here. Nobody look after. Are you going downstairs? Are you going downstairs also?
I'm going downstairs, yes. I'm concerned about the crowd
I think should be quite okay.
and the stampedes.
Do you want to go downstairs? Then you stay here to jaga all the. Huh? Maybe, you know, not.
Nobody takes under nose of
research, I will just show them. Then I will reconnect the last, this one. This one, yeah. Nè bà mà là. Lula. Hola. Lula. Lula. Yeah, we tao đi rồi. Hello, Pio mà bộ. Hola. Tua bà mà. Team. Okay.
For the car owner, SLN 4042 and SKP 2794, kindly move your car. You're blocking somebody's car. Thank you.
Thank you for your help. Okay, if we're all here, the last subtitle of this topic is The Benefits of this Meditation Discovered by Scientific Research. This we are doing here, I will tell you, when we are doing walking meditation, our attention is there in the touch. At the same time, you can see there's no stress. Do you find the stress when you are paying attention to your touch? No stress. And no anxiety, no depression. These kind of things, stress, anxiety, depression, these kind of things are domanassa. So the Buddha said, dukkha domanassanam attangamaya. It means to achieve the end of all these kind of dukkha, domanassa. We see now when we are paying attention to the touch, we see the end of stress, at the end of depression, the end of anxiety, how practical it is. This is the reason these days the scientists are following, tracing the Buddha's teaching, the Dharma, not Buddhism, because Buddhism is religion. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is the natural phenomena, who we are now, nama, rupa. There's nothing to do with any names and labels in the Dharma. But Buddhism is a religion, because if you feel yourself Buddhist, you reject, you feel different from other people, this is not good. I feel as soon as I knew this Dharma by practice, I have no names and labels at all. I said, I wear this uniform, why? I just want to be Sangha. So if I don't want to be Sangha, I can leave, doesn't matter. The Buddha doesn't tell you, you have to permanently Sangha. He doesn't say that. You can leave whenever you want. But I started for 1 week of this life, now already 29 years old. My father was afraid when I did this. So I just want to tell you that scientifically he have validated benefit. This came from Dr. Sarah Laser from United States. She is in Massachusetts University, the professor of the neuroscience. And she has also her experience. She explained if you want to go to the YouTube, then you can write down and Sarah Laser, then you can find her explanation of that, how she studied this meditation. Now she said scientifically validate their benefits. Why I'm seriously saying this, my mind is really scientific, and you all educated, I believe your mind is scientific, and your children, please, you have to transfer to them. Otherwise, they think what Buddhism is. They feel religious, the religion, and they feel confused at other religions. I have many things to talk, but we have a very limited time. A retreat is much better, 7 days. And practice and talk, that's much better. Now here what the scientists found, decrease stress. You see? When you do this, not just decrease, you don't find the stress there when you're doing this, right? If you are doing 24 hours long, you can remove this stress. You don't need any pill. One of the doctors said, most of the psychological problems nothing to do with the pills, just with the mind. If you take this meditation, they can remove easily. They can be removed. Now the one result is decreased stress and reduce the symptoms associated with the depression, anxiety disorders, pain, insomnia. Insomnia, some people suffer for this, and some people ask me, well, while they are paying attention to the breath, they fall asleep. Is it okay? It's good. You don't need to take any pill. This is the result of that meditation, right? It's not joking, but if you do this, when you are lying down on bed, I teach people very often, when you're lying down to sleep on your bed, please pay attention to your own breath if you are alone. Then you go to deep sleep, and you wake up clearly. And that makes you a day's start. And then I said, as soon as you wake up, this is serious instruction, as soon as you wake up, don't get up immediately. How you have to do, you have to just stretch out your hand and your legs and make yourself comfortable. Then bring your mind back to attention to the breathing. Pay attention to the breathing. Just 2 minutes before you get up. Can you do it? Can you do it from tomorrow onward? Can you register on my website? Really, I do this. Think of me if you cannot do this. I do this. Those who I advise them, they do it. Some people come up more to do this. From beginning 2 minutes in lying down meditation, but as soon as you wake up, you don't need to wash your face. I said, before you wash your face, please wash your mind. By paying attention to the breath. You get it? I believe you will do this. I just want to believe that you will do it. Okay? This is how we should start. We should begin our day, the first hour, first minute. Then the last one is enhance your ability to pay attention. If you do this, now I have that ability. I can pay attention. Well, I told you already, when I walk to the riverside, I teach them that Vincent, for example, he came with me. Please pay attention that your step, this is your touch, this is the time you have to do it. Then when you pay attention, you are not distracted by the people that are crowded, walking around. So ability to pay attention that you can enhance. The last one is increase quality of life. How nice it is. How scientific found this teaching. If we don't know this, you see that Buddhism is religion, nothing to do with the science. That's wrong. The Buddha is the greatest scientist of the scientists in the world. You get it? Okay, then I want to move another one. Now the brain research, neuroscientists found. Can you read it? Can you read it? The meditative state. Here down, meditators with 6 months practice. This alpha wave, see, alpha wave developments like this. The brain changed. Yellow color is the brain development when you do 6 months meditation. When you do 3 years meditation, look how your brain is developed. This is not religious, scientific discovery. Shall we do it or not? Just do it as soon as you wake up. I'm really serious. 2 minutes a day. Then when you go to the toilet, can you do the meditation in the toilet? Yes, of course. Yes, I write in one of my book, The Buddhism and Democracy, I write the meditation in the toilet. Everybody's interested in why we should do meditation in the toilet. Because Buddha said, Auchara pasava kame sampajana kari hoti. It means even when you are in the toilet, please switch on your attention. Pay attention to your own breath or sensation and what you feel at the moment. So I do this when you are sitting down on the seat of the toilet. You can just switch on your attention and pay attention. At least 5 minutes you can do this. At the same time you are doing toilet, but you meditate too. 2 things together done. How beneficial it is. If you think professionally or financially, everything's fine. Right? I'm not encouraging, but do it your own, by your own understanding. This is really, these days scientists are tracing the Buddha's teaching. Do you know already what Albert Einstein said? It was in Princeton University when he was alive in the United States. He said, if there is any religion that could cope with modern scientific needs, it would be Buddhism. He said that. He said, of course, that religion of the future will be a cosmic. You probably know this. Religion of the future will be a cosmic religion. He said it should. He said that. It means whatever. Not Buddhism. He cover. He conceal. It should transcend dogma and avoid theology. It should, he said. If Christians should, it should be a future religion, universal religion. If Muslims should, it should be universal religion. But finally, he found that the Buddha's teaching is the only thing that can exist, modern science. How nice it is. You get it? Don't feel it is religion. It is really, even if you use religion, it is scientific religion. Not, faith religion, blind faith religion. You get it? This is another one, and the last one. In the West nowadays, in psychological psychotherapists, they use it like a treatment, mindfulness. What do you practice? Now here, mindfulness is useful to treat. Can you read it? Stress. Then the first mindfulness that can treat the stress. Now you experience. When you pay attention to your breath or touch of the foot to the ground, do you find stress or attention? No stress, right? This is what the first experience. So mindfulness is useful to treat depression, hot flashes, eating disorder. If you have no taste for food, please practice this. Then you will get tasty again, really. This is scientific research. And hypertension, this is the more useful. If you are really suffer for hypertension, do it. Your hypertension becomes decreased. So you have, these days, many people are suffering for this hypertension, and they take retreat and they try to reduce it without any pill. And this one is pain and AGD in a panic disorder. I say a panic disorder when you're feeling like a fear. Do it, this meditation. Insomnia, you don't need to say this. When you do this meditation, you get easily sleep. It's a good thing. And also smoking cessation. When you're too much smoking, if you cannot deal with this, take this meditation, take retreat for 7 days or maybe 10 days, then you can stop smoking. The last one is wonderful. How Buddha is, how the Buddha's teaching, this mindfulness is. Sexual dysfunction. It can even heal the sexual dysfunction. It's too much, how the Buddha is, really. So do you see this, all of these benefits discovered by the scientists? Then how you have to do, how you need to do this meditation. I hope you will do it from this morning onward. I hope you will keep on doing this. May you find time to do this every day as soon as you wake up before you get up. Sadhu. Thank you for your coming and listening to this talk, and I hope. Yeah? Transform? Oh yeah, we will do this. Okay. So
Okay,
this
let's
is
do transform marriage.
normally I go different places, so I forget the transforming merit. Because I go with this, with the different people, different backgrounds. It's okay, we will do this now. I will just short Pali. Can you repeat after me? So, idano punyam nibbanasa pachayo hotu. May this meritorious deed, including dana, sila, bhavana, lead us to ultimate peace, final nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Seattle, for the talk.
Yeah.
I'm sure you, after listening to this talk, can start your meditation tonight before you go to bed.
I believe so.
Can some gentlemen help us to bring all those orange color chairs to the Mangala Hall? And can we please rise and put your palms together? Can we say 3 times sadhu, sadhu to Sayadaw? Sadhu.